Hi, my name is Julie and I'm going to speak to you about our Living Life to the Full course and give you a little taster of what Living Life to the Full is all about. So Living Life to the Full is all about changing your thought process and learning coping strategies to help manage your stress levels. Living Life to the Full is all about recognising bad thoughts when they come into your head and recognising what bad thoughts do to you and how they make you feel, and learn to remove them from our mind so that we feel so much better. So we all get bad thoughts. You know they come into your head and they don't serve a good purpose at all. They make you feel bad, they stop you from doing things, and quite often you become in a vicious circle. So just have a wee think about a time when you felt like this. A bad thought came into your head. Maybe start to feel anxious. You don't feel good. It can maybe start to make you feel a bit sick. You maybe have headaches. You don't feel good at all. So the bad thought starts to make you physically not feel good. And if you feel like that, sometimes you think, I'm not going out. Something that I wanted to do, see my friends or whatever, and you become withdrawn and you stop doing the things that you want to do. And the worse you feel worse because you're doing less. So the less you do, the worse you feel. And you become in a vicious circle. So Living Life to the Full is all about just stopping for a minute when this happens and recognising that that bad thought has come into your head. And what has that bad thought done to you? How has it made you feel? Think of a time, and I'm sure that we all can, when you know that something like this has happened to you. It's come into your head. And sometimes it puts more bad thoughts into your head. You start to feel physically bad. You maybe were planning to go out or, read a book or do something that you like to do, and you thought, I don't feel like doing that anymore. And it all came from that bad thought. So what you have to do is, when a bad thought comes into your head, the big part of it is recognising that that is a bad thought and it serves no purpose whatsoever. It's not going to make you feel any good, and it's certainly not going to solve your problems. So it's about recognising that that bad thoughts come into your head and stopping it before you're in that vicious circle of becoming worse. You're feeling worse, and the less you're doing now. So the less you do, the worse you feel. So just recognising. But what we have to do as well is understand a bit about how our brain works. So we have 3 parts to our brain. We have the hippocampus part, which I always say to, it's a bit like an elephant. The hippocampus part of the brain stores all the information. Everything's in that part of your brain. Who you are, where you stay, what food you like, everything's in your hippocampus part of the brain. Then you have your prefrontal cortex part. I say that's a bit like an owl. That's the part that helps you to make decisions. When you get up in the morning, will I put on a blue top? Do I like bananas? Will I not eat the bananas? Whatever. It's the prefrontal cortex part of the brain that helps you to make the decision. And then you have the amygdala part of the brain. That's the part of your brain that's responsible for fight or flight. And it's constantly, if it's stressed, it's constantly on alert. So if you're constantly feeling stressed, constantly on the go, your fight or flight is always going. And if it's always going, your other 2 parts of the brain can't work. And we might have all experienced this at some point. You've been feeling stressed and you look back and you don't remember. You've not been able to make decisions. And this is simply because you're under stress and your amygdala part of the brain is on alert. Your body's all on the go and you can't make decisions. So Living Life to the Full is about keeping the amygdala part of your brain nice and calm. Just nice and calm. And sometimes when you realise and you know how your brain works and you are feeling stressed, I know that I do that myself. I can say that's my amygdala part of the brain, a bit like a meerkat, always on the go. And I can recognise that. And there is ways that you can calm yourself right down to bring the amygdala part down to a state of calmness. And then your 2 other parts of the brain can work better. So Living Life to the Full looks at different ways that you can do this. by looking at when the bad thoughts come into your head, ways that you can stop them. Like I said earlier, you're in that vicious circle, you know, so stop that thought process. Just stop right there and recognise that big thought and that bad thought that's come into your head, and know that you have to put an end to it because you know that you're going to feel worse. There's lots of ways that we can, and lots of different ways that everybody copes with stress, and everybody prefers different things. So quite often when people are feeling stressed, they might have a massage, might go and get a massage off of somebody else, or they might do one themselves. You can easily do self-massage, you know, easily just stroking your face or your hair or your arms or whatever, you know, that feel good, and it releases hormones and it just makes you feel so good. Another way to release stress is by breathing. I always say that breathing is your body's natural defence against stress. If you are in a state of alert and you practice proper breathing, you can't stay in that state of alert. Your body will naturally calm you down. There's lots of breathing techniques, there's lots online, and there's lots of different things you can do just to bring your breathing down. So if you are all stressed and you can feel your breathing, for instance, you can use your hand, simple, or using your hands, right? And simply by bringing your finger up and down and breathing along with it, it can bring you into a state of calmness. Let's try it, alright? Breathing in and breathing out. 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 And if that's not worked, you have another hand to do. Also, when we breathe, it's good to remember that good proper breathing is breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the mouth. And even just now, just breathing in and breathing out, you should start to feel your body starting to calm down. Sometimes you can then inhale and then we can exhale longer. So maybe inhale for 3 and exhale for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put hands on our bellies. Feel all our lungs filling up. And so as I say, breathing is a natural defence against stress. And quite often when children are upset, you know that people say, take a deep breath, take a deep breath. And that's where it comes from. Taking a deep breath is so powerful and can bring you into such a great state of relaxation. I don't know if anybody's seen this. This is a Hoberman spear. This can be used for many things, but one of the things that I do use it for is to help with breathing. So just imagine that this is your lungs, alright? This is your lungs. And you're going to expand your lungs. You're going to breathe, right? The same way when you open up your Hoberman spear, you're going to breathe, alright? Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. A deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Really controlling that breath. And if you don't have anything like that, you can just simply use your hands. Just imagine that these are your lungs. So you're breathing in. And your back, you can feel the expansion in your back. And you're breathing out. Another thing that people do use is stretching, yoga. These all help with stress levels too, and they also benefit because they benefit your body physically as well as mentally. And meditation can be very powerful just to get yourself into a state of relaxation. It's something that you can maybe do at night time just before you go to bed, or taking a wee minute, 2 minutes or whatever during the day, particular time when you're feeling stressed. Sometimes it's useful just to set an alarm on your phone, just maybe a minute, 2 minutes on your phone, and just sit and do nothing. Totally rest the mind and don't think about anything. Just rest the mind. And this is one of the hardest things to do, because as humans we are always on the go, the mind's always on the go, and it takes practice. So it might be something that you maybe set your phone for 30 seconds and you try to just go into a state of relaxation and think nothing. And then the next time you try it, you maybe try to put it up to a minute. And before you know it, you know, you're maybe up to 3-4 minutes, just totally relaxing the mind. And it's so important to relax the mind. I think we often forget. We look at our bodies and we put good food into our bodies because we want to look after our physical body, but it's very important to look after our mental brain. Look after our brain as well, and our mental, improve our mental health, because if we don't, it affects everything else. If we don't have good mental health, like I said earlier on, physically we don't feel good. So putting good food into your body is just the same as you need to put good thoughts into your brain. If you put good thoughts into your brain, you instantly start to feel good. Think about if you have ever asked anybody to write a reference for you and you've looked back on it and they've wrote really nice things about you, you start to think, and it makes you feel good. If somebody says, you know, you were kind today and thank you, you are caring, you are loving, you instantly start to feel good. And it's good to do the same as well to somebody and say they are kind, that they're loving, they're gentle. You feel good for obviously making them feel good. And it's all about our brain feeling good. If we put positive thoughts into our head, we start to feel good. And we owe it to ourselves, just the same as we do by looking after our diet. It's the same that we need to look after what we put into our brain. So I said earlier about all the powerful meditations you can do. So what I want you to do now is, I want you to close your eyes. Alright? Just close your eyes for a wee minute. And I want you to concentrate on your breathing. Just like what I said earlier on, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay? Make sure you're sitting nice and comfortable with your feet flat on the floor and your hands on your knees. So say, close your mouth. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Do it again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to count it. We're going to breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. And you should feel that your mind and your body are starting to slow down a bit. Breathing in 1, 2, 3. And out 1, 2, 3. And you're starting to feel so calm. So when you feel this happening, I want you to imagine a lovely, calming scene. A deserted beach with little waves gently lapping, or a sunny field with grass and buttercups. Choose a scene that you want to use and that you find relaxing. I want you to keep breathing in as you do so. Keep breathing in and then out. And again, breathing in and then breathing out. And I want you to listen out for the waves, or the birds singing quietly in the trees, or whatever that you want to imagine there. Feel the gentle warming sun in your face. Feel a little breeze against your skin. And when you're firmly in the field or in the shore, I want you to think about your feet. And I want you to consciously relax them. Just relax your feet. Let them go. Try to drain all the tension out of them. Now I want you to think about your ankles, and I want you to do the same. Just relax your ankles. Let the stiffness and the strength from all your ankles, just let them go. Now I want you to think about your knees. I want you to do the same. Think all that stiffness that's there, all that stress, just let them go. Now I want you to think about your hands. Are they tight? Relax them. Get rid of the stress. Get rid of the stiffness. Just relax your hands and let them go. What about your arms? Do they feel tight? Relax them. Just relax them and let them go. And then I want to think about your shoulders. Are they tight? Let them go. Relax them. Just let all that stress go. Just relax them, let them droop. Now I want you to think about your neck. Relax your neck. Just let it go. Now all of your body, from your neck, your head, should feel totally relaxed. Right down your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your knees, your feet. Just let it all go. Let all the tension drain away from your body. Still breathing in. 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. Feeling the sun and the breeze against your skin. I just want you to lie quietly there on the shore or in the field. Just totally relaxed, letting all that strength, all that tension out your body. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3. And out. 1, 2, 3. You're just feeling so relaxed. Totally relaxed. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. And then slowly, when you're ready, I want you to make yourself more aware of everything that's in the room. Slowly bring yourself back to wherever it is that you are, but still having that feeling of relaxation, total relaxation. And when you're ready, I want you to open your eyes. Just slowly open your eyes and come back into the room, still feeling totally relaxed. Don't let that feeling leave you. Alright? So I hope you enjoyed that. Right? That just gives you a small insight of living life to the full and what it's all about and ways that you can do to feel totally relaxed. Alright? I'm going to leave you now and I hope you're feeling relaxed and take care.